One of the more popular questions I receive from clients is, what should I do? Should I do a Roth conversion? Should I not do a Roth conversion? It's one of the more difficult questions I get because there's no right answer. I can give everyone the facts about what a Roth is, what a traditional is, how the taxation of conversions work, but I can't tell anyone if it's going to be a good move or not because I don't know what your investment future holds for you. So let me explain what I mean. So a pre-tax IRA is basically a traditional IRA, meaning you get a tax deduction when you make the contribution, but as the money grows, it grows without tax. But when you hit 70 years old, you have to take requirement minimum distributions and pay tax on what you pull out, which is generally 3 to 4%. Or if you take a distribution after 59.5, you pay tax. If you take a distribution before 59.5, you pay tax and 10% penalty. A Roth IRA is kind of the opposite. It's an after-tax IRA, so you don't get a deduction when it goes in, but so long as you hold a Roth 5 years and you're over 59 when you pull it out, tax-free. There's no requirement on distributions. Pass it along to a spouse, even to your kids without tax, and you never have to pay tax on those funds again. So, I'm a big Roth fan. There's a lot of big Roth people. People want to get into the Roth, but if you have pre-tax money, what do? Do you want to convert it? If you do a conversion of pre-tax to Roth, you have to pay tax on the cash you're converting or the fair market value of the assets you're converting. So if you have $100,000 or $200,000 in your IRA and you want to do a conversion, that's money. If you're a 30% tax rate, that's $30,000 or $60,000. What tax rate applies to you? Well, you take all the income you earn and you add the conversion amount to that income. So if you made $100,000 as a lawyer and you want to convert another 100, now you pay tax on 200. So it's something to consider. You don't have to convert everything at once. You can do it over 1, 5, 15, 20 years. But you got to, number one, be able to pay the tax. So that's the question. First question I ask is, can you pay the tax? If you can't, don't do it. You don't want to bankrupt yourself, and you don't want to pull the money out of the IRA to pay the tax. That's crazy. On the conversion, it makes no sense. Number two is your age. Someone who's 20 probably makes more sense to do a Roth conversion than someone who's 70. Why? You have more growth. There's more chance to build your retirement account up. So that's number two. Number three, what are your investment prospects? Do you think you're going to hit a home run? If you do, maybe the Roth makes more sense. Like cryptocurrency, I have a lot of clients that think their Bitcoin's going to go from 11,000 to 50,000, so they want everything in Roth, so all that gain will be tax-free. But we know what happens. There's no guarantees. We've seen Bitcoin going from 19,000 to 9,000. We saw what happened to Enron. Saw what happened to Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers. So things could happen. Imagine if you worked at Enron, you did a Roth conversion in 2000 and 2001, and a month later Enron goes bust. You just pay tax to the IRS on, let's say, $50 stock that's now worth zero. So that's why I talk about investment prospect. I have some clients that have 15, 18 rental properties in their Roth IRA. They feel comfortable because they know it's a steady cash flow. They know they're going to get the rental income, and now all that's going into a Roth IRA tax-free. They can live off that money tax-free after 59.5. They're in heaven. Other people that aren't so sure about their investment prospects, that's something to consider. The next thing to obviously consider is, besides your age, your investment prospects, can you afford to pay the tax? That's clearly something I mentioned. That's something that's important. The next important thing is your tax bracket. What do you think your tax bracket will be when you hit 70? Do you think you're going to be earning a lot of money, a little bit of money, same income? Because clearly if you're earning less income at 70, the tax you pay on a tax distribution will be less. Again, I don't know what the tax rates will be when you hit 70. I don't know if you're 60 now, 50 now, 30 now, 20. I know we're in pretty low tax rates now at 37%. In 1986, it was 50%. In 1981, it was 70%. Almost 90% in some cases. So we're actually at low tax rates, believe it or not. Some Democrats, maybe Warren Buffett won't admit it, but the tax rates are actually kind of low. Actually, Warren Buffett would admit it. He actually wants to increase tax rates. But some Democrats want us to to push the tax rate even higher. Some Republicans want to lower it. But we're at pretty historical lows, either way, whatever side of the aisle you're on. So I don't know what will happen when you hit 70, but it's something to keep in mind. It's something to keep in mind what you think you'll be earning at 70. Well, you have a lot of passive income, rental income, earned income. That could change how much tax you pay. Obviously, no one knows. No one has a machine that will take us to the future. We don't know where the tax rates will be. We don't know where we'll be in terms of earning power, but it's something to keep in mind. My attitude is, I'd rather not pay the game. I don't want to play any games. I just don't want to pay tax. So if tax rates are 1% when I hit 70, okay. Maybe I didn't do as well as I thought. But if they're 60 or 50 or 70%, I'm happy. If they stay the same, I'm happy too, because I don't have to worry about taxes. That's just my game. I'd rather not pay. I'd rather do without a deduction today, get the tax-free growth down the road. Everyone's different, but those are the things to keep in mind. Your age, ability to pay tax, your investment prospects, and what you think the tax rates and what you think your earning income will be when you hit 70. The tax needs to be paid the next year. If you do a Roth conversion on March 15th, you pay the tax April 15th the next year. No withholding on conversions. You pay it in 1 year, not 2 years. Other than that, it's, I wish I had a magic ball to tell everyone who asks what to do, but you really sometimes have to take chances, but make sure you know the risks involved as well.